5 months old. I'm hoping that he can take over when his old man gets too old. So, how many of y'all have been to one of our trivia events before? You. Okay. So as y'all answer questions correctly, someone didn't turn on my slide. As you'll answer questions correctly, we have our club volunteers here who will be handing out comics and books as prizes. So please make sure to give a hand to our volunteers who come out here to get crazy with you guys. Yeah. And don't worry about getting up. We're going to make that work and come to you. So without further ado, which iconic rock group recorded the soundtrack for Flash Gordon? Yes.
Queen.
There you go. It is Queen. Good job. Savior of the universe. I would have the music. All right, he's picking his book. We'll do the next question. In the 3rd season of the Transformers cartoon, what famous G.I. Joe villain makes an appearance? Yes, you.
Commander.
There it is. Good job. Get him a prize. So in the cartoon, he was referred to as Old Snake. So I love that little Hasbro crossover there. Who can do the Cobra rendition? Anybody? Do it?
Cobra!
All right. Close enough. I do, but then he's going to start screaming. Until you didn't finish, he went, Old Snake! What is the name of this? Oh, well, that's not going to work. Here's a hint. It has Clint Eastwood. He's called Blondie.
Oh!
Anybody? Hold on. You.
The good, the bad, and the
The
ugly.
good, the bad, and the ugly. There you go. At least, see, this is how one thing we love to do in the club is we can play on the fly. Good job.
This one.
What was the name of the teenage students of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters created by Chris Claremont and Bob McLeod? Well, the penguin is up in here. Votes for Cobblefoot Pot, ladies and gentlemen. So here's a hint. There's a movie coming out this year. They're new something. What are the X-Men? Like, what's their species? Yes, you. There you go. New Mutants. Good job. Get them a prize. If y'all have never read it, it's an actually really good book, originally created for the X-Men franchise. Phenomenal.
I knew that.
I know. That's because you're good. I'm trying to give everyone else a chance, too.
Oh, okay.
So, with that follow-up, what was the name of the New Mutant team that was trained by Banshee and Emma Frost, created by Scott Liddell and Chris Bachalo in 1997? Here's a hint. It's what the early 90s generation was called. It'd be Generation... Raise your hand.
Raise your hand, raise your hand.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it. Say it full.
No, wasn't it the first one that he said?
Okay, there you go.
Good
Generation
job.
X. Get the gentleman in the back. Okay, I promise. So now, next time you guys are up in the vendor hall, you can check out these comic books. Phenomenal stories to read with friends. It makes me feel old because I remember when number 1 came out. In the Mortal Kombat film, who is Liu Kang's ancestor who once won the tournament? I'm going to go and let you get this one, buddy. Who is it?
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao! For those of you who don't remember from Mortal Kombat, here's the one that always take your hat, buzzsaw you in half. I remember when that arcade came out when I was young and innocent. My formative years. In the late 80s, what name were Ninja Turtles known by in the UK because ninjas were too violent? Furry in the back. I saw you go like this.
You know the answer. Take a minute.
Anybody?
Is there a hint?
Yes, you, cameraman in the back. No, go for it. He's answering
Come
3.
on.
It's your turn.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
There it
Yay! Get him a prize.
is. So when you have the theme song, which we would have had, he goes, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, heroes in a half shell. Very stupid.
Don't quit your day job.
Right, and they actually edited Michelangelo's nunchucks out of the cartoon because it was too violent too. So think about being in the UK in the 80s and you're like, dude, have you ever heard of the Ninja Turtles? What? What's that?
Actually, the theme, that was the toy theme song.
That was the toy theme song, but you gotta
The
remember,
cartoon theme
I
song
don't
was-
have a voice.
Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
According to writer Donny Cates, symbiotes were originally created by an ancient, malevolent, primordial deity named... Yes?
say Cthulhu, but that's...
It's close. It has a K. All right, we'll let you go for this one too.
Apocalypse?
Negative. So, for those of you that don't know that are Venom fans, the new series, their god is called No.
No.
So, as they would say in NBC, the more you know. Boo! Boo the guy! Boo! Boo! What was the name of the science fiction novel that served as the basis for the movie Blade Runner?
Is there a hint? Oh, yeah,
Yes,
raise your
who's in the
hand.
back?
You guys have dreams of electric sheep?
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yes.
That is an absolutely phenomenal book. And it's kind of like Ridley Scott took some ideas from that novel, but he kind of ran with his own original thing. So you still kind of get an eye flavor of what Blade Runner was, but Deckard's like a complete 180 in this story. I just read it, so I'll give you that. Eye of the Tiger was the theme song for Rocky 3. What group sang this movie theme that turned into a Billboard hot number? Yes, ma'am, in the back. Survivor! All right, everybody on the count of 3, sing the song. 1, 2, 3. Rising up!
Rising up! Up straight to the top! Got no guts, got no glory!
You got the eye of the tiger, it's the son of the fight. Hey, I told you, I don't have a voice.
Hey, man, you can still learn the words.
During the Civil War storyline, who stood against? Yes, you, sir. There you go, there's a little freebie. And then I got a little nerdy because I saw that they actually redid the comic thing, and I was like, oh, I love that scene so much. What was the name of the Bruce Lee film that had Chuck Norris playing his debut screen role? Yes, you. There it is, Enter the Trajan. The Trajan. Kind of like, Unleash the Kraken, but it's a Trajan.
Unleash the Kraken!
All right, Locke from House Bolton hacks off which of Jaime Lannister's hands?
Ooh.
Yes, you.
His right hand.
There we go, is the right hand. Good job. So, make sure to go up and say hi. I never knew his name was Nikolai. Thanks God to the film crew here, the ones that inspired me. Speaking of which, it's his film that's producing this, so make sure to give him props for making a film on Comic-Cons. Which Titan grew up on the planet Tamaran? Yes, you in the back. Starfire! Who doesn't love coriander? Here's a follow-up. Who is her love interest? Yes, you in the back. There you go. Get her a prize too. Good job. I love it. I'm starting to feel the synergy. The force is strong with everybody. As Barry should be saying, this is the way.
This is the way. I am spoken.
All right. What is the real name of Dr. Seuss?
Come on, Blue, you know this one.
Yes, you.
Theater guys all? No?
I think so. You know what? I actually forgot the answer, so let's learn together. There it is. Good job.
Like in a book?
Come on in, guys. Have a seat anyway.
It is a
Don't be
little
shy.
book.
Now I don't feel so bad about forgetting.
And so you all know the prizes that you are getting, these are donated by the community, fellow club members, and comic shops. So enjoy them and make sure to support your local reading facilities. Which of Soundwave's cassettes transforms into a panther? Anybody? All right, man.
Rabbit.
Ravage is the one we're looking for. Ravage, Ajax, and then there was what? Buzzsaw.
And Laserbeak.
Laserbeak, that's the one. Thank you. I love the Transformers.
That was my favorite toy.
I still got one, man. It turns into a boombox instead of a cassette player.
Yeah!
Now I wish I had like an MP3 jack and it'd be all great.
Oh, yes.
What was the name of the novel that inspired the movie Die Hard? This was actually part of that the movies who made us on Netflix. So there's your hint. And there was actually a first film that had, was it Bing Crosby? And then they had to offer the role to him, but he was too old, so that's when they gave it to Bruce Willis. Yes.
Is there a better
Go
hint?
for it. If you know it, please raise your hand.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
well, I'll go ahead and tell you. It's called Nothing Lasts Forever.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, check it out. It's already got the, yeah, it's got the Nakatomi building on there. I don't know if it's called Nakatomi in the book or not, but pick it up and check it out. Let me know on our Facebook page. Which longtime X-Men character has been a recent pupil of Doctor Strange? Here's a hint. It's the yes, you.
Scarlet Witch.
No, it's the sister of Colossus. Blonde hair, Russian. Her first name's Ilyana. Colossus' last name, yes, you.
Ileana?
That's her last name.
What's her last name? Ileana Rasputin.
There it is. Trying here, folks. But yeah, so next time when you guys see the New Mutants movie, I think it comes out in April. Now you'll know who
I know who
Ilyana is.
Ileana is.
She's
I
one of my
watched the
favorites.
X-Men cartoon.
Sweet. What famous American actor and filmmaker lent his voice to the planet-eating robot Unicron in Transformers movie? Yes, you, sir.
Right here.
There it is. Good job.
Yay!
So I was watching the documentary on it, and he comes in very eloquently for his age. He goes, I understand them to be playing a planet. And it works good. If you guys have not ever seen the 85 Transformers movie, Orson Welles owns that movie, and so does Leonard Nimoy, who plays, what's his name, Galvatron. In the Silver Age, Aquaman had to come into contact with what every hour, or he would die? Furry in the back. It's what you dive in, it's what you drink to stay alive, and it's what 90% of your body's made of. Yes, you.
Water.
Yes, so
Yes.
in the corniness that was the Silver Age, Aquaman could not be away from water every hour. I'm so glad that's called, they retconned it, which means when they did post-crisis, they got rid of this little silly antic. Created in Denmark, what timeless building toy's name is derived from two Danish words, leg godt, which means play well? Yes, you. I saw your hand go.
Lego.
There it is! So yeah, Lego's founder, Ollie Kirk Christensen, takes the first two letters of each word, puts them together to make Legos. So when you're playing with it, you're playing well. That should have been a cool little slogan. Everything is cool when you're part of the crowd. Now everybody.
No.
Everything is awesome!
When you're living the dream.
In DC Comics, what is the name of Katana's sword? It was mentioned in the Suicide Squad movie, Beware the Batman, yes you.
I don't know, was it the Soul Captor? Or...
You know what? It was called the Soul Sword, and I'm going to take that because you tried. And here's the thing, if you guys don't know, if you raise your hand, you never know. At least you try, and maybe we'll give you a book because you tried, because Mr. Kabuki Mask here did, and I'm proud of him. So make sure to give him applaud, everybody. All right! There it goes. Who was the first rock band chosen before Queen who was picked to score the soundtrack Flash Gordon? Anybody. They did The Wall, Money, Any Color You Like. Yes, you. There it is. She tried and she got a prize. Now just imagine how that would sound with Pink Floyd compared to, the uppity of Queen. Like, all in all, you're just Flash Gordon in the Wall. Oh. What color was the Hulk when he was originally introduced? Yes, you in the back. There it is. Get them a prize. So why don't you, Mr. Sir here, tell them why it turned to green?
It turned to green because Stan Lee wanted to change it.
Well, it wasn't because he wanted to change it. What happened was a printer error. So issue 2 it came
printer
green.
error.
So you used to have to put numbers on what they wanted printed. So the printer would do that, but they wrote the wrong number, or there was like a smudge or something, and it became green. So they went, screw it, we're going to go with green instead of gray. The Thought Police first appeared in what novel in 1949? George Orwell. Is the year after 83?
Animal.
Yes, you.
1984.
1984, that is correct. He pulled himself out of the memory hole and got himself a prize. Good job.
Wasn't the novel in 48 and he reversed it to make it 84?
I don't know, but that's a fun little tidbit, Mr. Marcus.
Google
So there's
it.
some more. What's that called? The more you know. I haven't had enough coffee yet. Every time I try to have coffee, someone asks me a question. On The Mandalorian, what character does Carl Weathers play, who is a former disgraced magistrate that becomes an agent of the Bounty Hunters Guild? Furry.
Hey.
Yes. What am I? Oh, Mr. Ma'am? You get milk drunk?
Yep.
What'd she say, Barry? I didn't hear.
She said Mandalorian.
No, anybody? Bueller. No, not Baby Yoda.
Everybody plays the baby.
No. His name was Grief Karga. I mean, how hard is that to remember, folks?
Very.
Oh, Grief Karga. Now I remember.
But Katie, let's make the baby do the magic thing.
Hey, baby, do the magic hand thing.
Oops, sorry. Bonk.
Bonk him?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
It's just a little.
Still soft.
In the 80s, Spider-Man brings the Venom symbiote to Earth after what war? Yes.
The Secret War.
That is correct. Good job. So that's why I was kind of disappointed in the Tom Hardy film that they didn't really follow the Secret Wars. But it's still a good film nonetheless. But if you want to see how it actually happened, feel free to drop about $500-$600 on this comic book and you can learn real quick. Casey Kasem, who voiced the memorable Autobots such as Blue Streak and Cliffjumper, also provided the voice for which member in Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Yes, ma'am. Oh, Zoinks! Scoob, she got a prize! Good job. So, yeah. I love that.
And the 80 station plays old school Casey Kasem.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out 104.7, they do little old radio bits with Casey Kasem, so I think that's friggin' awesome.
Yeah. Today was 1982.
Nice. What is the name of the species of Snake Eye's close companion? It's a type of wolf. Yes, you in the back. No, Snake Eye's a G.I. Joe. It's a type of wolf. Starts with a T. It's what you say when you cut down a tree. Yes, you in the back. Timber, there it is. Good job. It's a timber wolf. So now when you all go upstairs to meet Larry Hama, be like, I learned something today. Because he was the one that created the old 80s G.I. Joe cartoon. I got to see him last night. I got to tell him where his booth was, and it was just a total geek moment. What American legend did Johnny Cash sing about with the lyrics, a man ain't nothing but a man? But if you bring that steam drill around, I'll beat it fair and honest. I'll die with that hammer in my hand, but I'll be laughing, because you can't replace a still driving man. Yes, you guys.
John Henry.
There we go. Got some American history guys in here. Good job.
Baby.
You drooly today. You are drooly. You're supposed to be your finest today.
Oh, that is his finest.
Here, Mom. Stand by.
He's like, oh, okay.
See, I wish I could just get drooly like that and just have someone wipe me down.
Yeah, when you're about 80, you probably will.
80, yes.
In a nursing home.
Which Klingon played Apollo Creed's bodyguard in Rocky? It was one of his first little tidbit parts, and it's on The Next Generation. He stands right there behind Captain Picard. Always rocks the bat lift. Michael Dorn played him. I know you do. Yes, you. There you go. See, she tried. She got a prize. So yeah, Michael Dorn. When you watch the first Rocky film, he's the dude in like the dark blue kind of Swedish-looking suit, and head's shaved, and he has like really dark glasses. But that's Worf, nonetheless.
Baby spit. He's teething.
I know he's teething. In the 1978 live-action TV show The Incredible Hulk, who played Dr. David Banner and who played the Hulk? Little one, Hulk. Yes, you. Mom, whisper it to him. You know what, Barry?